Hey guys, this is Gamer Tylia, and this is kind of like a special episode. I'm just going to talk about the games that I like and a few things about myself. I'm born in 1991, so I grew up with a NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, and I've played a lot of games since then. Uh, It's kind of weird when people are talking about 360, Xbox One, PS3, and PS4. When I grew up with the first kinds of gaming systems that practically many children today don't know anything about. I watched the Fine Brothers special episode about the Nintendo Entertainment System, and some of those didn't even know what it was. And I was like, oh my god, I had one of these. So I played the first Super Mario ever. Um, yeah, it's kind of crazy thinking that I've been on this journey from 91 till today when I'm 24 and thinking about all the games that I play and what kind of games that I like today and stuff. So, but I want to get an NES and an SNES. Um, it's kind of those consoles on my wish list. It's games that I want so bad because it's consoles that I grew up with. And I played a lot of games on PC also because at one point that was all the gaming opportunities that I had, so it was on a PC, um, and I played a lot of those. So I don't really remember the first game that I played on a PC, but I know that growing up, my favorite game playing was Duke Nukem 3D. Um, I don't know really why. I was like 5 or 6 years old and was playing Duke Nukem 3D. Not the best game to play when you're 5 or 6 years old, but it was my favorite at that time. And Super Mario was also Super Mario Bros. 3 was also a favorite of mine. I played a lot. At one point, I played almost only Tiberian Sun. That was the only game that I was playing for a while. And then I found Heroes 3 and Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I started playing that game, and I played a lot of games, as you might notice. But today, talking about my favorite games today, it has to be a lot of shooting games, but also medieval games, first-person shooter games, but also third-person shooter. Um, I'm playing a lot of Gears of War. I'm playing a lot of Assassin's Creed. Um, I'm playing Skyrim, Fallout 3. I'm excited for when I get my Fallout 4. I haven't bought it yet. I haven't ordered it, but I want it so bad. But my PC is nowhere near uh, capable of handling that game, or how you say it. I don't have enough good enough PC, and Fallout is a game that I want to play on the computer. I don't want to play that on a console because the experience I have. For instance, I have Oblivion for on 360, and I have Skyrim on PC, and I think Skyrim is so much better playing on the computer than on Oblivion on the 360. And then I have to apply for Diablo 3 also. A friend of mine has Diablo 3 for his 360. But I played it. I rather play that on my computer because the experience is so much better. I kind of like the menu and different buttons make different combos or skills, but I still rather had the 1, 2, 3, 4 um, and a mouse. I rather had that. Um, I play a lot of League of Legends with friends, some friends of mine, and my favorite character there has to be Leona and Morgana. I'm playing a lot of sport. I'm trying to train. I still haven't reached level 30 yet. I have played for like 3 years, but I haven't been playing daily and focusing all my energy on it. So 2 years, I think, 3 or 2 years. Um, but it's not a game that I focus all my energy on. So I just got to level 38. As you might notice, I don't focus all my energy on it. I also like to play Sivir. I just love her. Um, a friend of mine, we have a wombo combo, as we call it, Leona Gnar, playing on bottom, and it's the best. And you might think we're trolling, but we're really not. It's just that we love the combo, and we're goofing off with him laughing and me doing a joke. So Leona, when she does a joke, she puts down her shield first and then she stabs her sword into the ground. And just as I'm about to put the sword down, he presses laugh, um, and Gnar goes on his back. And we're standing so close that it looks like I'm impaling Gnar, and we have so much fun for that. So we always do that before we start playing, and sometimes it's still so I can be so hyped up and goofed off about that. So I do a lot of mistakes, and people think I'm feeding and trolling, but I'm not. I'm not focusing at that moment. I've been goofing off too much. Um, I also play a lot DC Universe online. I had an account, but it disappeared because I didn't play on it for a while because I had a child and I had school, so it was kind of hard playing. So my act disappeared and I had two characters on it. It wasn't I wasn't a VIP member, so luckily. But I'm thinking about upgrading that when I find the time to play that. So I also started right now on Star Wars. That my account disappeared also when I had, so I had to restart. It's kind of frustrating when you had to restart games um, when you've gotten so far. Like for instance in DC, my hero had gotten to level 30, and I had leveled up a lot of perks, and I had got a lot of these victory. Oh my God, what's the name of these? Seal of Victory or something like that. I don't really remember. It's been a while since I played it now. Um, and I had bought a lot of upgrades for it, and I had gotten quite far. I entered a guild or a league, um, and doing missions with them, and then I didn't find time playing, so it got on ice, and then my account disappeared because they changed poster. I don't know. The company was I don't really remember the company before, but it's a different one now. And during that move, it disappeared because I didn't check my emails for when that was about to happen, so I could rescue my account. So I had to restart it all over now. It's my fault. And on Star Wars, I had my account, and it was an EA, and I tried to log in, but my account was disappeared, so I had to do do it all over. And now I had two different characters, one level 16 and one on 12, I think, on two different servers because I'm playing with two different friends on two different servers. Yeah, I it's kind of difficult talking about what kind of games I like because I don't really know. I have so many favorites. But the game that I feel like I have to sit down and play the most must be Fable. Uh, Fable 2 was the first game that I bought. I think I mentioned it in some episode in Dante's Inferno part. Um, and I have Fable 3, and I want to get Fable Anniversary, but I don't have the money for it right now. And Fable Anniversary is just the first game made for 360, kind of like. And I actually played the first game, so it's kind of interesting seeing how they made history go forward. Because in Fable 1, you're in this place that I forgot the name, but in the Fable 2, this place is located in Bright Marsh, and you go through the village, and they talk about this game being a flourishing town and people being there and stuff. So when you go through there, you haven't played the first game, it's kind of like doesn't matter. It's just a town that used to exist. But when you have played, but later when you play the first, you realize that this place has so much history, and it's kind of awesome. I have to say that with all these three, the third game, Fable 3, has to be my favorite. Um, not 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 only because you can choose between good and bad, but you can do it in the others. But in all the games, all your actions uh, molds you into being this very bad person or very good person. And it's many things that I like in Fable 3. Um, but I also like the fact in Fable 2 that if you spare or help the sheriff in Brightwood, his little, very tiny cabin goes to a very flourishing farm. And I like how they make the story, and even though it goes 10 years later and stuff, these things happen. It's kind of hard explaining. Um, but Fable is my child. I call it my child because it's been a journey for the first game that I have ever played till now, and it's still a journey. And I introduced it to some friends, and they love it also. So there's a lot of things that you can do that affects the game. But I know there's a lot of those games out there, but Fable is kind of like my baby. Um, but I also say I actually very love Assassin's Creed. Uh, I love the story and the storyline and how they made it so awesome. I can't find another word for it. Um, but the favorite of all these has to be Ezio Saga, because it's the longest one. It's in 3 different games, but it's the one that I love the most. Um, but I also love the Black Flag version. Kenway, I don't remember his first name, but his name was Kenway, and that explains so much. I didn't like the game being first the third and then Black Flag. That's before the third game, so they jumped the timeline there. First you get to the third game, and then you get to the fourth game. That's actually the timeline is actually before the third game. Um, Also, the fifth Rogue is also before the third game. Um, it's kind of confusing because the fourth game, Black Flag, is actually even before Rogue. So if you go backwards, and if you had a correct storyline, it would be first Assassin's Creed 1, then 2 with Ezio, and then it would have been Rogue, then Black Flag, no, Black Flag, Rogue, 3. If you're going to be in the correct timeline. I don't know about Unity or Syndicate because I don't have those games. I only know that Unity is the French Revolution, so that has to be also after all the others, because the French Revolution was in the late 1800th century. So, and this is kind of like in the middle early on, early, middle, and end of it. So I don't really know where that been. And this was a very long episode. I watched it now, um, but it's just me rattling about all these games that I like and why I like them and stuff. So um, yeah, I there's a lot of games out there that I want that I don't have the money for, or that I don't have the time for. I'm thinking about making a schedule playing all these online games like League of Legends, the DC Universe, and I want Elder Scrolls Online also. So I'm going to get that one at one point. And then there's Star Wars Online, and there's Diablo 3. Um, but Diablo 3 isn't always online, it's just if you want to play with a friend or something. But all these games, I'm thinking about making a schedule that one night I'm going to play Elder Scrolls Online, and next night I'm going to play League of Legends, because I want to play them all, and I don't have the time. Um, Maybe I will make that schedule at some point. Um, right now, I don't have the time, as I said multiple times now. I have school, so it's a lot of I have a lot of tasks to do and different. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot the word for it. It's kind of frustrating when I forget the words. And if you hear a noise in the background, it's my washing machine. I had to do some laundry, so I'm living alone. So I don't have a mom or dad that makes my laundry, so I had to do it my own. Yeah, I didn't bother to make it later. Um, I'm just waiting for my cat to appear because I have a cat right here. I'm just waiting for him to appear on the screen right now. I have two cats, so if you have heard some noises, I know they've been playing in the background, so that might explain a lot. Anyway, this was an episode about my favorite games and a little journey I made on the gaming life that I have or whatever. Um, for starters, in my early days, what I played that then and what my favorite games were, but those were those were famous games, so everyone knew them and stuff. So, and now I'm going more for the unknown games, even though most of the games that I've talked about now are known. But I'm also going for the unknown. That's why I loved Dante's Inferno. I actually love. I don't love the game. I like that a lot. Um, anyway, this was a very long episode. Me talking about games. And tomorrow I'm going to start with Mind Jack, and I'm so excited. I want to start with it so bad, but I have to wait till tomorrow. It's a thing that I had to really train on. Me containing my excitement, because I can be very excited about something, and I really had to train on not doing everything else, and I have to learn how to wait for a couple of things. Um, I don't know how to end this episode very good. Um, More than that, I'm very excited for tomorrow, and I'm very excited about playing games at all because it's my hobby. Not more, it's a hobby that I don't know how to describe it. It's something I actually want to kind of like work with. I would. At one point I wanted to be like a game reviewer, play games and then review it for magazines and or maybe start a blog reviewing games. Um, and but then I decided for a blog. So this is my nerd heaven. Yay! Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to start with Mind Jack, and you will see me open the seal for it, and then I will start playing. So I'm excited for tomorrow. See you then. Bye.